Hello everyone, this is Mundan Nagaman. In today's video, we are going to see the analogy of public key and private key, which is also called asymmetric key encryption. In previous video, we have seen what is HTTPS. S stands for secured way to send our message over the network by using the encryption and decryption, which is internally using the key algorithms. Before starting the key algorithms, you will see the different types here. So asymmetric encryption and symmetric encryption. In asymmetric or public key encryption, as the name suggests, there will be two keys which is asymmetric or different. One is called public key, another one is called private key. Either one key will be used for encryption, another will be used for the decryption. Whereas symmetric, the same key will be used for encryption and decryption for both. Consider the first line as a first scenario and take the right hand side receiver. So considering the receiver, I am going to receive the messages from the different people. So in that case, before receiving the messages, I will be creating two keys, which is called public key and private key. In this scenario, the public key will be used to encrypt the message and private key will be used to decrypt the message. As soon as I create these two keys, I will be sharing the public key to the public people so that they will be converting or encrypting their messages into the ciphertext and shared over the network. In this case, if hacker gets the messages, he or she could not convert the messages as she or he does not have the private key to decrypt the messages. So since the message is in the ciphertext form, it will be reaching to me or receiver. Then by using the private key, which is only available to me, I will decrypt the message. I will get the actual original text. So this is the flow of the public key encryption. However, the same flow can be just reversed by using the encryption will use the private key and decryption will be using the public key. And asymmetric, as we discussed, for encryption and decryption both will be using the same key, but however, transferring the key to the receiver or the sender will be our own responsibility and it may be risky as well. Because if this key is happen to get to some hacker, so it will be very easy for him because it's the same key. He can encrypt and decrypt for both things. So some of the ideas or some of the understanding about the key algorithms. Different keys are used for encryption and decryption as we discussed, and each receiver possesses a unique decryption key. So that means receiver will have the decryption key, only receiver will have that so that others cannot convert or others cannot decrypt the message. And receiver needs to publish an encryption key referred to as his public key. Because this public key should be available to all the people, because before sending that messages to the receiver, every public or every sender should convert or encrypt the message, so they need the public key. And since the key is available as a public, so anyone can send that, right? So anyone get the public key and they can encrypt the message and then they can send to the receiver. But however, we need to make sure the sender is identified properly or uniquely. So for that, there are different entities available, which is called digital certificates, which will make sure that the sender is unique one and the genuine one. So, however, digital certificates we will be seeing in the later videos. Now we will consider to make sure the sender is a proper and unique and genuine one, we will be using the digital certificates. And next point, encryption algorithm is complex enough to prohibit attacker from deducing the plain text from ciphertext and the encryption key. If you see over the network, so he can get the ciphertext, and that means the hacker can get the ciphertext, and as well as he or she can get the encryption key also because it is public, right? So by using these two, he or she cannot convert into the real messages because the main reason is private key is not available. However, though the messages or the keys will be generated from the same logic, public key and private key, only with public key and ciphertext you cannot generate the private key or you cannot see the messages as well. So this is the relationship between the public and private key. These details has been taken from the tutorial point. For more details, you can go to that URL and you can check further as well. So thanks for watching and have a great day.